All right, let's dive right into this explainer and tackle literally one of the biggest headaches facing global industrial importers today. Look, if you're in manufacturing, you already know your end product is only ever going to be as good as your raw materials. Today, we're taking a close look at how Babhaniya Overseas claims to solve this entire supply chain puzzle. They're a supplier operating right out of India's massive industrial hub in Bharuch, Gujarat, and they bring over 8 years of solid international market expertise to the table.
I mean, you really have to ask yourself, how do you actually source raw materials that consistently hit those strict industrial standards without totally blowing up your budget or sacrificing volume? Finding minerals of consistent quality, especially when you absolutely need customized grades, is just incredibly difficult. You know the drill. You find a supplier with the raw volume, but then the purity is all over the place from batch to batch, or you find that perfect purity, but the price tag just fundamentally destroys your profit margins. So that's exactly the core issue we're unpacking today.
Enter Babhaniya Overseas. Their documentation positions them as the direct, no-nonsense solution to this challenge. Essentially, they act as this incredibly reliable bridge between raw earth extraction and the highly specific, perfectly processed materials you need to run a successful factory floor.
To really understand how they do this, we're going to break things down into 4 quick parts. 1. The mineral showcase. 2. Custom specifications. 3. Volume and quality guarantees. And 4. Getting a custom quote.
Okay, part 1. The minerals showcase.
This really illustrates the incredible diversity of applications they handle. Take their premium-grade silica sand, for instance. It hits a massive 98.37% purity of SiO2, which makes it absolutely perfect for things like glass manufacturing, foundry casting, and water filtration. Then you've got kaolin, often called China clay. It's a super fine textured mineral that's huge in the paper, rubber, paint, and ceramic industries because it delivers this excellent opacity. And to round out the basics, they offer Feldspar. This includes both sodium and potassium varieties, and it acts as this absolutely crucial fluxing agent in the ceramic and vitrified tiles industry.
Now, in the world of industrial minerals, the specifics are everything. 65.48%. That's a very specific number, right? Well, it represents the premium zirconium dioxide purity, that's ZrO2, found in their export-grade zircon flour. When you're looking at premium zirconium silicate powder, consistently hitting a purity level above 65% is a massive, glowing indicator of top-tier quality.
So why does that exact purity actually matter for your bottom line? Well, because it guarantees extreme thermal resistance, superior whiteness, and, this is key, an incredibly low iron content of less than 0.10%. If you're manufacturing high-end ceramics or you need a really specialized opacifier, that combination of high zirconium dioxide and near-zero iron makes it an unbelievably valuable additive. It's a real game changer.
They also supply high-swelling bentonite for civil engineering and premium quartz powder to round out their portfolio. It's a pretty fascinating contrast when you think about it. On one side, bentonite is highly prized precisely because it aggressively swells, making it a must-have for drilling operations and heavy civil engineering. And on the flip side, quartz powder acts as this pure, rock-solid stable filler for ceramics. So whether a project needs swelling properties or pure stability, they've got the supply chain covered.
Moving right along to part 2, custom specifications.
Their customized grade production process is wonderfully simple. Step 1. You just tell them your exact technical requirements. We're talking precise mesh sizes, chemical compositions, specific strength markers, the whole shebang. Step 2. Babhaniya utilizes their direct manufacturing facilities to process the material exactly to those parameters. And Step 3. You receive tailor-made raw materials. This kind of step-by-step customization is literally exactly what global buyers look for most in a trusted supplier.
I love this direct quote from their documentation because it hits the nail on the head regarding their biggest strength: customized grade production. Think about it. In a global market where a slight deviation in mesh size can ruin an entire batch of paint, or a tiny drop in purity can compromise a pane of glass, being able to source tailor-made specifications is a massive operational advantage for any procurement manager.
Which brings us to part 3, volume and quality guarantees.
They back up all those custom specs with some serious logistical power. First off, they have full volume capacity for bulk supplies, and they make sure it stays safe during transit by using export-grade 50-kilogram PP bags, or even massive 1.0 to 1.5 metric ton jumbo bags. Second, you get highly competitive ocean freight rates and much faster transit times. Why? Because they are strategically located right near India's massive Mundra and Kandla ports. And third, they mandate a rigorous quality check on every single batch before it ships, offering third-party inspection services like SGS. You can even request samples to test it out yourself before you ever commit to a bulk order.
And finally, Part 4, getting a custom quote.
If you're an importer ready to make a move, taking action is super straightforward. Babhaniya invites you to reach out directly through WhatsApp, shoot them an email, or visit their website. Just give them your specific technical requirements and your destination port details, and they'll get you a custom quote tailored exactly to your project's needs.
So at the end of the day, when you combine high-purity options, like that 65.48% zircon floor, with an absolute commitment to tailor-made specs and rigorous batch testing, it really shifts how we should be looking at industrial procurement. It begs a pretty big question for the whole manufacturing world. As global supply chains become more and more complex, will hyper-customized, high-purity sourcing from strategic industrial hubs become the new baseline for survival? Thanks for hanging out with us for this explainer, and we will catch you next time.